Are you looking for a meeting agenda template in Excel? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create a meeting agenda that you can use, leverage, and depend on from this moment going forward. Now, this is the template that I have used in my project management career spanning over 10 years. Now, before I show you exactly how to build this yourself, I do just want to let you know that I have made a pre-built, pre-formatted template available for instant download. There will be a link in the description down below if you did want to pick it up and save yourself some time. It also costs less than the price of a cup of coffee, and it also helps to support this channel, so it would be appreciated. Nevertheless, let me now show you exactly how to create the template and the fields you're going to need. So the first thing that I'd recommend that you do is give the document a title. That way, if you share it with any stakeholders, they know exactly what they're opening. So, and it's also useful if you open up the template going forward. So if you click Insert, and then what I'm going to suggest you do is click Shapes, and then we are going to use the rectangle. Now, go to, let's just say, column M for now, in the bottom right of that, on row 2, left click and drag, and we're basically just going to cover that area. At which point you can choose a color to suit your preferences or perhaps even organization's branding. So I'm just going to choose this one here. And then I'm going to right click in here and I'm going to put edit text. And then I'm just going to type in meeting agenda. At which point I'm going to choose, let's have a little look here. Let's use, I'm just looking for something that's that pops. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change it to this one here, and I'm just going to press home, bold, and I'm going to increase the font size to about 20. So as you can see, we've got this here. Now let's start building the different elements you're going to want to capture. So I'm going to make column A a little bit smaller in size. So the first is going to be, you're going to want to record the day and the date that the meeting took place. Also going to want to specify the location. Was it face-to-face? Was it a virtual meeting on Microsoft Teams as an example? What I'm then going to do here is I'm just going to make these a little bit bigger. We will get into formatting as we go on, but let's start as we mean to go on. So what I'm going to do here is in B4, I'm going to bold this. I'm going to put a lighter gray background to this. It just kind of differentiates it. Now, again, you can use colors to match your company's branding or your preferences. Then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select from B4 through to C5, and I'm going to put all borders around. So now we've got a little content area. So this is where you'd be adding the day and the date as an example. So these are really good to have. Of course, you could change the wording here to suit your needs. It could just be you put date here as an example. You might not want the day. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to select B4 through to C5, Control C on my keyboard. I am using Microsoft. You may be using a Mac, so the shortcut might be a bit different. Control V, again, that shortcut may be a bit different. What I'm basically doing is copying and pasting. Now, what we're going to do in here is we're going to put in, select all of this, and we're going to put meeting date. We are going to put in, that should be meeting title. This should be meeting subject. In here, we're going to put in the start time of the meeting, and we're going to put here end time. Now I'm going to select this here, so C7. On the home ribbon, select Format Painter, and I'm going to drag this across here. In fact, what I should have done, if I click on C8 and click Format Painter and drag this across. So what that's basically doing is just enable us to copy, we're copying the formatting that we've already set up. In fact, I'm going to do one quick thing actually. I'm going to select B4 through to C4. And I'm just going to get this all optimized, do it once, we don't have to do it again. So I'm going to middle align. And the other thing I might do is we'll leave it. No, let's put that left, middle align. And what we'll do is we'll just use the indenting just to kind of put it over a little bit. So I'm actually going to select that now. So just that was too quick for you, I selected both of those. In the alignment on the home, I put that middle line. I've left it align left, but I've used the right indent to increase the indent, so it just kind of comes across a little bit. I'm going to format the painter there, and I'm going to drag it across all here. And that will apply that formatting to all of these. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to select from B7 through to E8, Control C. I'm going to go in B10, Control V. This time we're going to put, who is responsible for creating the meeting. Again, some of these may or may not be necessary for you. You might actually not want to capture all of this, but for the most part, it's really good information to document. So this should actually say facilitator. This is minute taker, or in other words, who's taking notes of what's been said and discussed on the meeting. And timekeeper, again, may not be necessary. If it isn't, what you essentially would, you just wouldn't build it. So it'd just be like that as an example if you didn't need it. But I actually do. So I'm going to press Control Z to take back. And let's just make these a little bit bigger. We'll do all the column formatting at the end. Next, we're going to create team members that basically who have been requested to attend. So we can do team members requested to attend. And then we are going to select from B13 all the way through to E13. We're going to merge and center. We are then going to align left, and then we're going to increase the indenting. We're going to bold, and we're going to put the gray on. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to select from B. If you select this field, it will select all of those. So all of those columns, because we merge and center. We're going to go down to, let's just say here, and then hit this all borders. And then you can basically document all of the people in here. Depends obviously how many you need. You only want 2 columns for this. I did 4 columns, but you might not need all of those. So that's that one. The other thing that you could build if you wanted to is you could do team members requested to attend. And then actually what I'm actually going to build this out. What I'm actually going to do, because I think this would actually be more useful, I'm going to take this off like this. I'm going to take this off like this. And I'm going to increase this like this. And then what I'm going to do, just make this a little bit bigger, is I'm going to select all of this. So B13 through to C20, Control C. I'm going to go in, let's put it here, Control V. And something like team members who attended. So you're keeping track of who you've asked to join the meeting and who basically turned up. That can be useful to know because you might notice that certain people don't turn up. It may be that the meeting can't go ahead if certain members aren't involved, etc. So that's just a good way to ensure that that's in place. The next thing we're going to do is start building out basically a content area where we can, I'm actually going to select this and I'm going to wrap it just so that you can see all of the text here. I'm actually going to put this over. There we go. For some reason that wasn't applied. And I put that over one there, selecting here. I'm just increasing the indent so it kind of comes across a little bit. So hopefully that made sense to you. But it's just making it more visual. It's not stuck to the border, if you like. Now, as I say, let's create an area to document the different agenda topics, what's going to be discussed on the meeting. So I've selected B7 through to E8. I'm going to go down to B22, Control V, and I'm going to type in here, agenda topic. All that formatting is in place. We are going to put presenter. Now you could put presented by as an example, but because we're creating this ahead of time, I think terminology, it makes more sense. This is going to be the presenter. Start time, so when are they allotted, and duration. So as an example, let's just say the meeting was to start at 10 a.m. Then their start time for the first agenda topic would be 10 a.m. Let's just say they ran for 5 minutes. Then their next start time would be 10:05. And in here, basically, you'd be putting, let me document it here, a description, basically, of what the item is, what's going to be discussed. Now, you could, if you wanted to, what you could do here is you could add another column. It could be something like the agenda topic, and it could be further information or notes. Just if you need to include more content or context around the agenda item, you could create another column if you wanted to. Doesn't usually suffice, so I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go down to, let's just go row 30 and select all borders, just so we've got, and I'll bring this down. So I selected that and I've I've selected this, hovered over, see that little plus, left click and drag all the way down. So now we have various different agenda item descriptions. What you could also do is you could give each one what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert here. What we could also do is we could give it an ID. So what this essentially does is if you need to refer back to it in the future, then you could reference a particular ID. So as an example, it could be something like 01, and then we could go all the way down like this. That's just one thing we can do here. So let me remove that. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to left all of these. I'm just going to bring these back across. I'm going to need to play with this a little bit. Just to, it's kind of messed with the formatting a little bit. So I'm going to need to bring this across. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. And we should be back. I'm actually going to select all of these and I'm going to wrap. There we go. And fantastic. So this is looking good. Excellent. So that's our agenda topic or agenda items. Now you just want a content area to take any notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this, Control C. I'm going to go into 32, Control V. Now I'm going to select all of these, merge and center, press OK. It's basically going to say it's going to remove all the text in there. That's fine, because what we want to put in here is notes. And then I'm just going to pretty much select. That will probably suffice. You might not even need this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select from B33 through to F33, merge and center. And then we can just format painter there, format there, just do a few lines. And then I'm just going to put borders around. So it just gives an idea that more content's required. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to select all of this. So now we've done that, Control C, go in here, Control V. And then what we're going to put in here is achievements this week. So somewhere to document what, what's been achieved. It's really, really good to take note of that. And then the last content area, which I recommend that you build, is I'm going to select this here, achievements. That should be this week, excuse me. I'm going to select this, Control C. I'm going to go in here, Control V. I'm going to put in next meeting, because we always want to get another meeting on the calendar. Now, it could be that it's just a recurring meeting at the same time. So again, you may not need this, but this is useful to take. So I'm going to select B4 and C4, Control C. I'm going to go in here, Control V. I'm going to go in here, Control V. And we don't actually need, no, we don't need all of these. So what I'm actually going to do is unmerge that, merge that, left click in here, drag this up. So I've just made this content area a bit smaller. And then what we're going to have is day and date, location, start time, and end time. And then all we need to do is just select from B44 through to E46, all borders. And then you'll notice we have our meeting agenda. The last thing we just need to do really is just from a visual perspective is just change some of these so as an example, change some of the column width so it looks, aesthetically pleasing and works for you. So as an example, what you can do is you can left click on a column, hold shift on your keyboard, and then again, this is on a Windows. So select column B, hold shift, and then select column F, and it will select all those columns. You can make them equal size. So if I left click here, let's make every column the same size. And that sometimes that looks much better. To me, it does. I need to bring it a little bit over because that's overlapping. So let's just do that. And there we go. And here is our meeting agenda. The last thing I'd recommend that you do is if you click view and grid lines, this now looks fantastic. And you've got all of these content areas to start documenting. This is your template going forward. Now, you can do various things with this. You can save this as, I just noticed that. And that's slightly annoying me. What I'm going to do, I am actually going to wrap that just for now. But yeah, you can create versions of this every time you have a meeting. You can create new tabs, if you like. You could right click and you could say move or copy. So this could be, let's just say this could be the 1st of September meeting. Then what you could essentially do is right click, move or copy, create a copy, press OK. And then this could become the 7th of September. And you could build up an entire workbook and keep it all kept in one place in one repository rather than having all of these separate documents everywhere. So I hope this video is useful. Any questions, comments, feedback, drop them down below. As I say, if you want to pick up this pre-built, pre-formatted template, then there will be a link in the description. Other than that, best of luck, over to you, and I hope you have an excellent day.